Paula here? Paula. Welcome, Paula. Got anything you want to introduce or tell about, share?
Morena. The one thing I just talk about is the Lyttelton Library. There's some budget and it's being upgraded, and the internal layout looks fantastic and it's going to be great, but the drawback for the community is it is going to be closed for between 8 and 12 months or something like that. So there was some consternation in the community, but we've got a public meeting next week to have a bit of a conversation about different solutions to this issue, and I'm pretty sure we're going to come up with something that's going to be acceptable to everybody as a sort of interim library space. The library is the living room of the community, and even though services were being provided, it's the idea that there was no place for people to go. That seemed to be the issue.
So you think you will come up with something?
I think so, yep.
Good, great to hear. Anything else you want to comment on?
No, happy to take some questions.
Okay, in that case, Pauline.
Yes. Hi Paula, just a question on, it's page 8, 5.1, the Awaparahi Bay reclamation. You had a deputation about that. What was the guts of that? What was the concern there?
The concern there is for the communities on the southern side of Lyttelton Harbour, that's, Church Bay, Purao, Diamond Harbour, Chartres Bay. The visual impact of the reclamation and the larger container cranes and that whole development is going to have a very significant impact on the landscape for the people that have bought for the views there, basically, the harbour views. And this deputy, Matthew Ross, he was asking the community board to advocate in support of that, which we've done through the Lyttelton Port Recovery Plan process, but it's a bit of a done deal and there's probably not much we can do about it.
Right, okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Well, just item 6 with regards to traffic mirrors.
Oh yes, that's been a hot topic in our district for a long time.
I mean, we've got one on the corner of Centaurus and Glenelg Spur, because the comment here with regards to intersections are designed for good vision, but those that are pre-existing that don't have good vision, I would suggest, and we've got a replacement there because I asked for the safety audit, because there are some areas that cannot be rebuilt, or if they are, it would be at great expense purchasing properties to ensure that it is. So I'm just wondering where that's got to with regards to your board.
The issue for particularly the Diamond Harbour community and Chartres Bay communities is that quite a few intersections have these mirrors, and as they get damaged or nicked or whatever, they're not being replaced, and there's a difference of opinion between the community who use them every day and see that they do have value. People say they use them only for presence, absence type of, if there's a car they don't proceed. The staff say that they actually increase the risk at the intersection because they distort the image. People can't judge speed, you can't see cyclists very well, and they're not prepared to replace them. So this has been a kind of ongoing conversation over a number of years, and so we had a report from staff that just reiterated those points, and I think probably the board has reached a point where it accepts those arguments, and in the meantime won't continue pushing for mirrors to be replaced. But I don't know whether that has a bearing with your situation.
Well, it probably has a bearing in any situation where you've got an older type intersection, because it's, maybe it's a discussion we should have with staff rather than here.
Yep. What is very clear is the council policy is not to replace them or put new ones in.
Yep.
And the other issue is it's all very well for people that are familiar with the intersections, maybe they do help, but it's for people who are not familiar with the intersections